Oh, man.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on, everybody?
If you somehow don't know, we are Embrace the Suck 21.
We are. I'm Daniel. I don't know who
And-
this guy is. What the hell? You need some update us. Who are you?
Look, I'm still Spencer. That's still
My
me.
God, man.
Just with a whole lot less hair
Holy
right now.
crap.
Yes, I shaved it, my head and my beard. This is the first
My
time since
God.
2015 that I've not had a beard. And I mean,
Holy
this has had
shit.
ebb and flow, but
that's had ebb and flow recently.
Right,
Not for as long as I've known you. You've always had locks.
I did.
My
Yeah.
God, man.
Yeah. I was joking with you. It's like look like a combination of Lex Luthor and Dr. Evil.
Yeah, dude. I'm just like, what'd you do with my friend? My God.
He's in the basement.
That's it's crazy, man. I love it though. Hey, you know what? I bet you don't the last thing you have to dry off is your face. I bet it's already dry. You're just like, hey, there it is.
Exactly. Like I've got like fuzzy coming up like here and here. So just a testament to how fast my hair grows.
Yeah.
And the main reason I did it is because I'm starting a new career as a truck driver, and I figure one of the things I'm most self-conscious about is staying clean. And with a lot of hair up here or up here, it does have a lot of upkeep. So the last thing I want to be thinking about while driving an 18-wheeler is, cleanliness.
Dude, you aged backwards, bro. That's
did I?
Wild. I mean, man, it's crazy. It's cool, man. But I get it. You know what? New profession. I mean, that's the way to start it, right? Just fresh, new.
Exactly.
It's a whole new chapter. But
100%.
But bro, where do we even leave off? Like I'm trying to remember the last podcast.
I think so the last podcast we did, I was about to go off to Chattanooga, start my job, and the day that I went and got my CDL, like actually went to the DMV, got my license and all that, I got a speeding ticket. Yeah. And it was like one of those places in my county that the speed limit drops off really low, and because it's a small town in rural North Carolina, the only very few tax revenue sources are speeding tickets, and I got it.
It's one of those traps, man.
Yeah.
I would say there's one by my old house up in Damascus where it goes from like 60 to like 40. And that's right in that zone. That's where they would just clean up. They would just clean up.
Right.
So
right.
That sucks, man. How'd you deal with oh man, I remember. I saw that. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. I was like, you were just too excited. You're like, I got it.
Yeah. it was so deflating. So deflating. I was ready to just punch drywall, do a full on tile.
I felt so bad for you, man.
Yeah.
But the good thing, I guess right after that, you decided to like continue the hustle a little bit. That hustle where you had left off waiting for your date, right?
Right. I basically moved back into my car and decided to, just do DoorDash and Instacart to make money and bide my time while I get this speeding ticket cleared.
Now, why couldn't you have? So, for those that don't know, right? You can't go into a new trucking company with a pending court date, right? Is that
correct.
What it is?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
And a lot of companies you need to have a clean record of at least a year or so, and I was right in the ballpark of that. So
gotcha.
So that's why I couldn't start with that company.
God.
And yeah. I was just like, I was ready to go. I went through all the tribulations of it, and I was just ready to, get on the road, start making money. But
if anything, that this kind of makes you more sure of of this, instead of like, like let's say you go through, I would call it your boot camp, right? Your boot camp, and you're ready to go, and then something pauses that, and it gives you kind of time for like reality to start sinking in, like what it is you're about to be thrust into. You're not like thrust into it. You're like, you have this moment of clarity, whether it's by choice or not. In your case, not. Did that helped, right? That, do you think that helped? Like, you're like, this is the grind of this path, and
Yeah.
like, I just know that there was a lot of different choices that you had, right?
Right.
And
There were many
each
paths
one
I
is
could have taken.
so different than the other. There's no like joint path. Like, okay, I can tackle this out with this one. Like,
Right.
you were on, like, you're at the crossroads pretty much.
Right, I was. And even to your point, yeah, I did kind of consider like, do I still want to do trucking? And so I kind of, in my mind, developed a backup plan in case the ticket did not get sorted out. Then I would use all that money that I saved up from DoorDash and Instacart to buy a motorcycle and then start the whole nomad thing with Route 66 and all that. And those are still part of the plan. It's just I was going to do that after a year of over the road trucking.
Yeah, no, for sure. Now,
Yeah.
here's another question. Your time in the DoorDash game, that hustle,
Yeah.
overall, what is your opinion about it?
DoorDash and Instacart and other gig apps like Uber Eats, Spark, they are not meant to be full-time jobs. And the main reason for that is you're using your own car. They don't provide your own any vehicles. Some of them do provide like discounts for oil changes and other maintenance, but by and large, you're basically at the mercy of if people are tipping you or not, and
That's crazy.
it's not feasible for a full-time income. Like it's something you do if you need to make another $200 by next week, something like
Now,
that.
would you set it like that? Like, let's say if I wanted to do, like, let's say, like kind of like a part-time hustle. That's where that should reside.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
hey, I need to get an extra $200-$300 this month. Do that.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
like, this is going to sustain me.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what you said. I need an extra $200 this month. I'd say go ahead with like DoorDash or something like that. If you're wanting to do it full time, and I don't know why the hell you would, get a car that is like a beater, like nothing more than like $2,000 or $3,000, something you know you're not gonna have in a year.
So something ready to junk, pretty much.
Something ready
something
to junk.
ready to just junk. Like, the next step after your ownership is scrapyard. Like, got it.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
exactly.
that's one of those questions I had while you were doing that. I was like, man, that's miles. That's just like you said, wear and tear. That's brakes. Which, by the way, we'll get into, because I'm very proud of you for changing your brakes. Like, dude, I don't even know how to do that. I'm not like I'm the mechanic. Like, that's a different path. That's a different world, dude. The fact that you were able to watch some like tutorials and stuff, like old school YouTube, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. I don't know how I did it.
That's
It was a
awesome,
lot of elbow grease and just I knew that we were lacking a lot of tools that were necessary to save myself a lot of work. So it took a lot of elbow grease to get the rotor off of there and then get a new one on there. That was the biggest thing. It's just hammering it like
but I bet you felt so accomplished, man, once you did it.
I did. I
Like,
felt very accomplished.
yeah.
I was like, I can do this.
That's awesome.
My masculinity is confirmed.
My beard got 0.5 inches longer.
Yes.
Yes. That's great, dude. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, man, because it's your path has been pretty epic since we stopped reacting. Like,
Yeah.
since we stopped being in this space, Embrace Suck 21. You've gone out there and you got it, and you did it your way, man. And I'm proud of you, man. That's
you.
huge. It's
I
huge.
appreciate it. It's not been easy, but
No,
and it's not translated to more money. Let's just put it
I
that
got you.
way.
The grind is 100% more for sure.
Yeah.
Um, but dude, that so there's a couple moments where I wanted to ask you this on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
What was the best day door dashing, if you can remember one?
Uh, I think I made $250 between DoorDash and Instacart on 4th of July. I was up in Maryland, in
Yeah.
DC, and I I think that was my best day.
N-
And I gotta tell you, it's a sign that things are not going well in the US because there wasn't as much traffic as there usually is. It felt like a normal Friday. Like,
Interesting.
I mean, yeah, traffic's bad around the DC area, but it didn't feel like just impossible, like a
Interesting.
trip to the beach
Huh.
impossible. Didn't feel like that.
Now, did it shock you that some areas were better than others? Like, in these gig apps, like it's kind of like you got to really strategize where you want to be, how you want to kind of sort of get into it, right? And you
Yeah.
can. And like I know just from our time talking that up north and in the big cities were your best days. Where
Oh
you
yeah.
had a majority of your wins within the up Maryland, Virginia area.
Yeah, I did. With the more suburban areas where people are, have bigger mansions and
Yeah.
yeah, like that's definitely was my more successful areas. I remember one time I had a delivery from Wegmans in Northern Virginia that got me $47.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
it was
just like
that
the
good.
delivery. Like, folks, that's just the delivery. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's not the bill. That's on top of everything else.
right, right.
That's crazy.
That's my cut of it.
That's
So
crazy.
they got that money to
Yeah.
go like that.
Well, I mean, DoorDash in general is just hyper expensive.
Right,
Like
right. And I don't
especially
know
when
how.
you're like rural, like let's say for us to get DoorDash, I I would hate that. I would yell at Holly if we got DoorDash out here. Like
Yeah,
it would be so much more money. So much more money than a regular meal. But
yeah. That you might as well just go get it yourself.
yeah, at that price point, yeah, for sure. But dude, now you're there. Now you're where you're supposed to be.
100%. I am. So let me take you through my journey here so far.
Yes.
Um, I've spent basically 2 days on Greyhound buses, starting Saturday morning in Greensboro, or well, actually Reidsville, like near
Yeah.
where I am, and it took me. I had to get up like 6 in the morning for that, and then it took me to Winston Salem, and I waited 2 hours there for a bus from Winston Salem to Atlanta. That dropped me off at like 7 p.m. And the Atlanta Greyhound bus terminal is one of the most chaotic ones out there. Like,
I can imagine that, dude.
yeah, I don't mean to reinforce stereotypes, but
Chaotic.
yeah, it's chaotic.
But
Yeah.
you know what though? Hey, the Atlanta airport is just as chaotic. I'll put it
Oh
that way.
yeah.
One of the biggest ones is right there
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Georgia. It's yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
basically. And then I had to wait another 4-ish hours, 4 or 5 hours to hop my next bus from Atlanta to Jackson, Mississippi, where I am now. And
How long is that drive comparatively?
oh, it would be like 3.5 hours, I think, from where I am
Oh
to Jackson,
God.
Mississippi.
And
But
that commute took you what, 8 or 2 days? How long did that take you?
oh, like 2 days. But sorry, not 3 hours. What am I thinking?
Yeah, I
Like
was like,
eight
what?
hour,
You're
8 hours.
flying, dude. But
Yeah.
still, 8 hours over 2 days, man. God.
Yeah, but where the hell am I gonna put my car? That's the
Oh yeah.
question.
Okay. Fair point. Yep.
Yeah, so I probably would have taken the option to fly as opposed to taking the Greyhound because
hmm
my God, there is no way you can sleep on those Greyhound buses. It's just impossible.
Nope. No, I couldn't imagine. So like you've done public transportation in the UK and also in the US.
Yeah,
And we are, and the thing is, this is no shock to anyone. We're lacking. Lacking for sure. I get
that's
that.
putting it nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. So you can't bring your car onto campus pretty much.
I mean, you can, but the problem is I'm like North Carolina, Mississippi. Those are very far.
Yeah.
So I remember when I went to New Orleans for New Year's, like that was about an 8 hour, 9 hour trek from New Orleans back to North Carolina.
Yeah.
So
I bet she was screaming at you, dude. That engine is not happy probably.
no, it's yeah, it's not happy after doing DoorDash and Instacart for a living and living in it. So
Dude. Now for everyone kind of catching up, how was the the car camping? What was like your biggest like mental hurdles, man? Like I feel like we don't talk about that a lot because it was your choice. It wasn't, you weren't thrust into it. You chose, hey, look, this is my path. And what were the some of the pitfalls that you could probably tell people about to avoid in the future?
it's just blending in, but also not standing out at the same
Gotcha.
time. Because one time I actually did get that dreaded knock on my door, and it was in Westminster, Maryland, at
Hey.
the hospital, and I kind of did it to myself. Like I parked at the Westminster Hospital on the top level of their car garage, and it was like away from everyone else, and I had window covers on, so I thought that I was like away from everybody else, but it turns out I was drawing more attention.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's not a busy hospital.
right,
It's
it's
not a
not.
busy hospital. So they probably rarely see cars where you were parking. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
and so I got the knock around 8 a.m. and I quickly, uh, got out and I asked, how can I help you? And they said, that's on private property, like, and it seemed a little suspicious, and we just wanted to be sure that there wasn't like a dead body inside that car. So
Yeah, believe it or not, there's been that going on around here. Like
yeah,
they,
that
yeah,
and I didn't learn that until like right afterwards. So I was,
yeah,
if I would have known, I wouldn't have done that.
yeah.
And
That's crazy. Well, at least, hey, listen, at least it was cordial, right? At least it was
right,
cordial.
right, right.
You know,
But that wasn't my first thought. I
no,
thinking because our current administration basically signed an executive order a month ago that essentially criminalizes homelessness, and people can be arrested and put in mental asylums or jail.
I would
And
have,
I thought,
I would have thought for sure they would have gone for like the trespassing you. They would have trespassed you
yeah,
because then, and you're very fortunate because especially up in Maryland, folks, there's not a lot of real estate as is. And
yeah,
so, yeah, everyone out, at least in Maryland, this is my opinion of this state, is they always need to get paid somehow, some way. They need to make money.
yeah, they tax the rainwater for
Hmm.
Christ's sake.
Yep.
So yeah, they nickel and dime you up there. So that
Well, you got
yeah,
fortunate. You got fortunate.
I did, and
You know,
yeah, and but that's the only time that it's happened. Like
which is
usually, I will,
crazy. Which is
yeah,
crazy because you went how many months without that knock?
yeah, like 9 months
That's
basically.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, but usually, like the places I would find to park would be like Cracker Barrel parking lots, Walmart parking lots, Planet Fitness, other hospitals that were a bit more busy and I could blend in a bit.
Was the sleeping the hardest part mentally for you? Like actually like getting like shutting your mind off. Because for me, I shut my mind off like when I get up to a place or when I arrive somewhere, right? And that's when I'm like, I'm done traveling. But I feel like you don't get that reprieve. You're always traveling in your
You
head.
can, once you've set up somewhere for the night and you're kind of do your bedtime routine, then
Mhm.
yeah, you can. I definitely get to wind down because
That's cool, man.
yeah.
That's cool. I was just wondering like how that worked because listen, I think I have no place to even put my 2 cents in because the longest I've driven is in the United States was with Holly and Alexander. And I was like, my max was 9 hours in a car. And I was like, I'm done. Like when I get someplace, I need to like get out and be away. Like, that's what I want to see is my car.
Yeah, yeah. I think a few my trucker buddies would say you got soft hands.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Proudly.
Yeah, yeah,
Proudly.
because the DOT regulation is you can't drive more than 11 hours in a 14-hour period.
Wow.
So, and I've done that in my car. So I'm
That's
ready to go with
You're
that.
ready to go, man. That's
Hmm.
you're halfway there. I feel like like the mentality is there, dude. I feel like
Yeah.
isn't that like the hardest part to master is the mentality of just being on the road that long? Like for like a regular human that is just driving their car to and from work to shift into let's say going into that industry that you're in. It's like trucking.
Hmm.
I bet that is a massive mental shift.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This being alone that long, and being in a big 80,000-pound vehicle. That's the combination right there. It's like learning to be okay with the solace.
Okay. I dig
Yeah.
that. I dig
Yeah,
that.
and that's just me in general. I'm just a very shy and introverted person, and that suits me perfectly.
Yeah, you're comfortable. You're comfortable with that. That's
Yeah,
cool, man. Well, then that plays that all the whole thing plays to your strengths.
100%, 100%.
Well, I'll let you know updates in my end of the woods aren't as epic as yours, man. Mine are, dude. I'm still settling in to my 9 to 5, my project coordinator job, ordering and building and designing kitchens, and
Nice, man.
I love it. You have no idea, like it's been such a breath of fresh air, dude.
I'm
Like
so happy for you, really,
it's
man.
I'm not being micromanaged. I'm kind of set out on my own leash. It's nice. It's like I know the lingo. There's not a lot of catch. I just need to like get more familiar with the systems. But everyone knows here that I'm not a tech guy. So yeah, I'm still not a tech guy, folks.
Yeah, you're a tech guy enough to
Yeah,
for your purposes. You are enough of a tech
yeah,
guy.
yeah. So no, man, it's been good. Just trying to learn the summer schedule with Alexander without being in school.
Oh yeah,
Trying to figure some stuff out, as well as at the end of the month, I'm going down to Florida to visit my dad
nice,
with
nice.
Alexander, and that should be a great time. And literally the day when we get back, like that. Sorry, the night we get back, the next day he goes to first grade,
Man, where does the time gone?
bro. Right? We started this when we started Embrace the Suck 21 when he couldn't even speak.
Right.
And now he's going to first grade. Where did the time go? It's in front of us. It's wild. It's absolutely crazy the phases of life that this channel has been there. You
Yeah.
know,
Literally, I remember one of the last public things I did before lockdown was Alexander's first birthday, and wherever y'all were living at the time.
yeah. Dude, that was a nice apartment. That was a nice
Yeah.
apartment. It was nice where we
Oh
lived.
yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
I was trying to remember like where was that? I totally forgot the name of the area. Was it like Fulton?
I
Was that what it
think.
was?
Yeah, I think it was near. Oh man,
Maple Lawn?
Maple Lawn. Maple Lawn.
That's what it
There was
was.
a Loonies there.
That was the Loonies. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yep.
that was around that area.
But yeah, no, that's kind of been my life, man. I'm still cracking on. People
Yeah.
don't know that I do have before we
Did
get
you?
into like the shout outs and stuff. But
Yeah, yeah. You've kept pretty busy on online
I
despite your new
I
job.
I haven't stopped, guys. I'm still out there almost every day with
Yeah,
something with my name attached to it. I'm out there.
yeah. Whether
Um
you're showing your face or not.
I'm gonna show my face or not, man. And but before we get into our side projects, man, can we talk about, I think this is a big soapbox moment for us. And this is something I know you've touched on, and we may not want to dwell on it, but I have to talk about it because individual videos are the best way to get the shit out, right?
Yeah.
Guys, Spence went viral.
Yeah, I did.
Spence went viral. Listen, I was checking my videos on my channel, and I saw a comment. I don't know who. I would shout you out right now, but I don't remember. Someone's like, Spence made it. He's on Asmongold. I was like, excuse me, what did I miss? Because remember, like, I would say a couple days prior, you're like, bro, this TikTok I made has hit a flow that's viral. That equals virality for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
Not, for me, peaking at, let's say, 1 million is insane. The numbers you told me, I'm like, you're on that next level. Like, you're on the getting featured by TV shows and radio stations and news stations. Like, that's where you were headed on that trajectory.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Fast forward, I'm like, Asmongold, what? Like, but quickly, I was heartbroken at the same time. I was raging for you. But
yeah. I remember you called me up when I was like going down like Shenandoah Skyline Drive and of this news, and I just was like, you're kind of like on Key and Peele, Obama's anger translator for me.
Yeah.
So I just knew that one video going viral on TikTok, on X, on Instagram, it wasn't going to translate to anything because we've been through that with this channel. Dude, like, people just don't move. They don't have a sense of curiosity anymore.
Well, it went viral on the wrong platforms. On the platforms that didn't matter. I'm sorry. Like, it just doesn't matter. Like, it's YouTube or bust. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's just, oh man.
I mean, for real, TikTok is basically the McDonald's of content. It's just very mass produced, and you don't really get satisfied from it. And YouTube is like the fine dining of it.
But it's wild because those numbers, I mean, dude, they're pretty much career builders on YouTube. If you change platforms, and let's say it was a long form video, like your long form video of that thing, if that got, how many millions of views did you get at this point?
So it's like 1.3 million on TikTok, like 545,000 on Instagram, and on that Twitter post that didn't credit me was 14 million.
That's stupid. Like,
yeah,
if you had those numbers on YouTube, that's a career builder, pretty much.
It could have been.
That's a whole push. But it made me furious. Guys, don't be fooled by numbers. That's just pretty much it.
Yeah, it's a vanity metric at this point. Like, there's people just, I mean, it does look cool that you've gotten 1 million views on TikTok, but really it doesn't translate to anything worthy in the long run. Like, I barely got like 10 new subs on my own YouTube, and didn't get any more listeners on Spotify because people just don't have that curiosity.
Which is crazy. You have 14 million eyes on your stuff.
Yeah,
and I'll give you this: those people that shared your post didn't credit you at all. Like, these bigger accounts that shared you didn't really share the body of work.
Right. They just shared that one little moment of me just being tired after accepting every DoorDash order for 12 hours straight. Then, like, and with that 14 million post on X, or Twitter, I can't call it X, man. It's Twitter, and that account doesn't credit anybody, so they didn't know it was me unless you recognized me from this.
Which, by the way, shout out to the ETS21 community. I saw a lot of you guys in the comment sections
Yeah, I
of the
saw you.
Aspen Gold video. Shout out to you
Yeah,
guys, and shout
yeah,
out for whoever messaged me that Spence was on there.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I saw that too. Shout out to all y'all.
and
Thanks for that.
it's just interesting. It's interesting to see, like, because we all know your story. All know that's your choice, but then to be for that video to be taken so kind of not necessarily out of context, but like reviewed on its own without the story of leading up to, it
Right.
was just that it was just interesting to see how that kind of twisted things.
Yeah.
Like, like obviously, no car is gonna need a tune-up after 200 fucking miles. Like,
Right.
what the fact that comment existed hurt my soul because it's not like you didn't think big picture. Like,
Right. It was for comedic effect.
yeah,
And that
holy
last part.
shit. That
um,
was like that was like a point that everyone wanted to make. I'm like, oh my god. Just
Yeah. And the reason I did it like that is because when on my channel I did I ate Taco Bell every hour for 24-hour challenge. That's what I did was a recap video, and at the end I was like, I hate myself. I want to go sleep forever. I got his shit. And that did like 900K on Instagram. So I knew that type of video would do well. That's
which
why
is
I did it like that.
which is it's wild though. Like, it just proved like a big point to me with this whole thing that we do out here on this side of the camera, right?
Yeah.
It's just yeah, there's always just face value. And that's what all this stuff is face value. No one understands the story. Not many people understood the story.
Yeah.
90% of people took that video as everything and they based their judgment off of that.
Right.
And
Right.
and that just it hurt me as a human.
Yeah.
I'm just
How
like,
do you think it
what?
made me feel?
I'm just like, Jesus. You know,
But
anyway.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
just kind of accepted that nothing good would come of it. Nothing significant would come of it. And maybe that was just being heartbroken from the ETS days of only like 2,000 people going over to my music channel.
Dude,
So,
I'll tell you this much. And this is wild. Like, people don't travel. People don't
yeah.
travel. And I you know what though? That is it. I've made my peace with that. I understand. I understand. You guys don't want to travel. I don't get it, but I've made my peace with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Because it's a whole different thing.
right. And I'm not saying to those people who have traveled over to all the others stuff, all music, vlogs, your podcasts, everything. Thank you. We
Yes.
appreciate you. We're not talking about you.
No, we're not. We're
We
not.
see you.
Yeah.
Promise.
Yeah. It's just it's interesting. Now, like, let me like for this my music reaction channel and that space that inhabits, seeing more and more music reactors getting pushed out of that space, whether it be by strikes, all that good stuff, but just being harder to react to music in general, right? Getting pushed out and seeing them do alternative routes already,
Hmm.
knowing that it's going to be a gut punch for them because they haven't figured it out that people aren't going to travel. People don't travel. You
Right.
come to this niche, this is your niche. And it's disheartening to see that, like, it's either this niche or bust. And I get it. I get it. It's just anyway, all that wrapped up to say is, your video went mega viral and so many people that I pay attention to reacted to your video, and it just wasn't. It just sucks. I was
It
angry
does.
for guys. I was legitimately angry for Spencer,
And I appreciate that.
in
And
the biggest way. And
I've made my peace with it
yeah,
before because I knew what the end goal was going to be, what
yeah,
was going to happen.
yeah,
And yeah, and let me just say this about, you touch about, the music reaction stuff. And I remember I was in that stream that you were doing with oh my god, what's his name?
the vibe. Vibe reactions.
Vibe reactions, yeah.
Yeah.
And y'all just going back and forth about it, just talk about your journeys with it. It made me miss doing reactions. At the end of the day, like we both said, like, we're on other paths now, that it's time to turn the page on it. But damn it, did we have a great time doing it?
Oh,
And met so
phenomenal.
many great people, discovered so many new great pieces of content with it. And I would do it all over again.
The reaction part was the best part. That's the easiest part. That's the best part. Is the purest part. It's everything after you stop recording. That's the part that just is that slow knife.
Yeah.
That's what's the killer, guys. Because I'll be honest, yeah, that moment when everything else in your life stops for 5 to 15 minutes when you're absorbing this different type of content is glorious. But afterwards, and then times that by how many videos we have, 2,000,
How many?
something.
Yes.
Times that by that, it's a slow death by a million cuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, no, I always have that in the back of my head. It's like, yeah, it was great. I will never take away what we built with this crazy channel, man. I still can't believe we did it. It blows my mind. Blows my mind. It's absolutely awesome. And I feel like we're better for it.
Yeah. Yeah. We became better people because of it.
Yep. But yeah, man, no, this is it's a new chapter, man. I'm excited for you.
Yeah. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you sticking by me and everybody else sticking by me throughout this whole thing. And I've got 2 weeks ahead of me of on the yard training, and then afterwards 4 weeks with a trainer on the road, and then after, so basically 6 weeks from now.
So you're going back into like a classroom setting, or like a kind of a hands-on, like back to basics kind of thing, and
back to basics.
Back up.
Basically, let them know that I still have the skills.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. So after that, I will have my own truck, and I will be on the open road, eastbound and down, load them up and truck them.
I love that. Love that, dude. Well, yeah, man. So are you going to be doing some truck content, or is it too early to tell right now?
It's too early to tell. I mean, there's this one guy I follow, Larry Cothran, this trucker that does content. He does a lot of like trucker reaction stuff, and he's starting to stream on Twitch now.
Wow.
His trucking, and a couple people pointing me towards this one person in Europe that does trucking streams. So I don't know. I don't want to say yes, and I don't want to say no. I don't want to put any false I'll keep it open. I don't want to put any false expectations on anything yet.
Get your foot solidly in the door before you start getting your GoPros and shit mounted up into the truck.
Right. Just
probably smart.
Yeah. And that's just how I am. Like, I would rather focus on getting the job done correctly, and then once I've gotten that done correctly, bring everybody in with it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, I know that type of content just sucks me into it. Like, I'll watch that shit just for hours on end, just because. Like, that's usually like the end of the night stuff I'll put on, and then I'll wake up in the morning kind of stuff. That's one of those type of videos. But it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited for you. It's a brand new path. And it's an exciting path.
Yeah. I can't wait. It's going to be something, that's for sure.
Hell yeah, man. So you still have all your other channels, guys.
Yeah.
Like, still have all your other. I mean, how many videos compiled do you have?
I don't know. A lot less than you. That's for damn sure. But I feel like short form content or streaming would be the MO for me. Like, it's more easy for me to produce shorts at this point of where I am right now.
Oh,
and
for
TikToks
sure, man.
and all that. So
like, it's easier to fit in. It's easier to fit in. Like, you can have 10 minutes down and film something. Like,
right. I mean? And the DOT requires a 30-minute rest period in the beginning after driving 8 hours. So I got to
Okay.
get that in. So yeah, there's room for that.
Cool, man. With that, I can't wait to see those. When there is time, when you have time. Obviously,
Of course.
slay the job first. Nail it first.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. But other than that, what about is it I'm just going on a limb. This is everything right now. Let's just focus in, nail this, and recalibrate after you get comfortable.
Exactly.
Right.
Maybe I'll find some time to make some AI music.
Hey, right.
I'll do what you're doing with that.
What?
You wanna touch on that real
Oh
quick?
yeah, man, dude. It's absolutely a. I'm having an absolute blast. A blast making just AI music. If you're like, well, that's some bullshit. Well, hold on. One, I turn my mind off and I can just have fun. And it's just an interesting concept. I can play with different sounds, different genres, different mixes, different things. And I can add my own lyrics to said things. I can even add them in different languages that I've
Hell
done.
yeah.
And
Si, senor.
it's a wild tool. And granted, we're never, guys, at this point, AI is in that learning stage. So it's just absorbing it all, right?
Right.
Well, I'm having fun in this stage. Before we start fighting it, it's learning from us. So
Yeah.
I'm taking full advantage of it just being fun at this moment. And I'm putting out albums and songs and I'm what is it? Lately, some gamers have used some of the copy. Okay, the whole reason I started that journey is to get out of copyright infringement shit. I wanted to do original content. Well, music's a big part of my life, and I wanted to use music. Well, every little bit of music that I try to put on an original type video would get the video copyright claimed.
Yep.
And
Yep.
like, I'm done with that. There is this technology out there that opens the door for me to have original content and have in-house tunes. And it has some sort of musical background in it. Granted, don't bring your music doctrine to the song.
Oh no.
Leave that pretentiousness out the door. If you're pretentious and elitist about music, just stay out. Trust me. Just stay out.
Go home to your wine and cats and books.
And I get that. Shout out to you guys. You guys have your place, and I love that. But it's a good time. It's a fun time. I always hope when I did this, it'd be fun to have someone in the sphere of people that I know do possibly a cover of some of these songs, and that would be fun. That would be fun.
Yeah.
To put it up head to head. That'd be good. But no, I'm making moves. That's just Arius Nation.
That's linked down below, right?
Yeah, and also Arius Nation Topic, which is new to me.
Yeah. So, you called me right before we came on. It's like, what's this?
Yeah, I was like, I thought someone made a fake account. I was like, what? What? No.
Every music artist has that. That's you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, I was like, what is this topic? I don't trust it. But
but yeah, like I was saying to you before, like as there's two parts of me that loves this and hates this at the same time.
Yep.
The artiste in me, the one that has made original music for like a decade now, that it does pain me inside.
Yes.
That hurts me that you're able to do this, but at the same time, the late stage capitalist in me is like, fuck it, why not? Look, man, I have gone through bandmates that either don't have the talent, don't have the time, don't have the sobriety, and so like the fact that you don't have to deal with those is awesome. The fact you don't have to pay a studio or a producer or engineer, that's brilliant. Like I thought I had the perfect live setup with the live looper pedal, but what you have is absolutely
I fire my band every night.
Yeah,
my band every night. Every 5 minutes, I bring a new one in.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. There's something awesome about that.
it's nice. It's nice. It's nice. It's like music without the emotional connection, which is weird to say.
Yeah,
But no, man. And I'm still doing the interviews on Areas in the Nation, guys. Make
yeah,
sure you tune into those. They're lengthy, but I chop them up throughout the week, and I'll
yeah,
give you clips and shorts and all that
yeah.
good
If
stuff.
you like podcasts, you'll like what Dan the Man's doing
Yeah,
over there.
man. And you might actually, if YouTube and stuff is one of your passions to either get into, or you're in, or you're a beginner and you're trying to figure out how to do some things, well, I bring people on that share this space behind the scenes, and we 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 talk about our pitfalls, and we talk about what we might have done differently if we were to do it again, or one of the issues that we're hitting, so that way the future content creators don't necessarily feel alone, but also, just hey, listen, we're all human at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
yeah, and I love that you're helping up and coming creators like not hit as many branches on the way
Yeah,
down.
that's pretty much it, because listen, we learned like everyone else in our age group learned, like when our class, our coronavirus class,
Yeah,
our pandemic youtubery, when we
yeah.
started, right, we hit every branch down. There
Oh
was
yeah,
but then again, that's night and day. That time frame, those people, our YouTube when we started was night and day than it is right now. It's
yeah.
completely different.
Yeah, it's basically trying to be TV, which it pretty much is. Like people
Yeah.
watch it more on their TVs now than they do on their phones, which that's just the new landscape.
It really is, man. You know what I noticed, and I think I brought this up to you before. It's weird how I'm getting suggested videos from Embrace the Suck from like 3 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
And that's not
crazy.
and not just Embrace the Suck. I'm getting like EB's videos and King Boomer's videos from years ago. Like,
Yeah.
and
That's
these are content creators we know that are currently in the game putting out videos, and I'm getting their older shit.
yeah, it goes back to a point that I think is a strength of having a lot of videos up on YouTube, just having a bunch of stuff in your back catalog is that especially if it's like evergreen content, people that the types of content that always get searched in a certain topic, it'll have ebbs and flows. It'll come
Yeah.
back every now and again.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man. And guys, listen, make sure you listen. Spencer Joyce's World. It's right there, right underneath his face. His
Yeah.
his clean shaven face with no hair. Make sure you subscribe to that,
And
guys.
Aries in the Nation. Go
Yeah.
subscribe to that too. And Arius Nation. And
All the
what else?
other, all the others, all the others.
Yes.
Listen, from kid stories to outdoor survival, and literally everything in between.
Yeah, he's got it.
It's
He's a
there.
harder worker than I am these days
It's too
when it
much.
comes
But
to
no,
social media.
dude, I honestly, I can't wait to see what comes out of your path right now, man.
Me
It's
too, man.
it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic because for some reason it's like I knew you as the bus driver, Spence,
Mm-hmm.
and this is
Yeah.
just like you're upgrading and dropping the kids, which is the best kind of upgrade. Like it's like, dude, you don't
There's
have little rugrats trying to pull your hair out.
Yeah. What hair?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, my cargo doesn't talk back to me.
Yeah, very true. Very true. But what else, man? Like as far as me in this camp, everything's home life is good. Holly's good, Alexander's good. It's just crazy to see how big kids are growing. It's funny to see like our videos and my videos and understand like at this point when we started, my son was so small and now he's huge.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what
Sticks.
the heck is happening?
Man, where has the time gone?
No one
Really?
knows. No one knows, man.
Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Right? For sure, man. Well, it's always comforting to know we are still 100% that mistake.
Mm-hmm. And always will be that mistake.
Always will be, man.
Yeah,
Always
hell
will be.
yeah. Yeah, man. Well, I think we can wrap it up here. Thanks to everybody for watching. And we'll see you on the next one. Wash your hands, scrub your toes, wipe your ass, blow your nose, embrace the suck.
Unplug and do something legendary, guys.
We love y'all. Thanks for changing our lives.
Later.